Good day everyone, welcome to another edition of the Complete Sports Update. My name is Abib Kuranga. Yes, this is the show where we bring to you the latest and trending stories in the world of sport. I have with me Adeboye Amusu, and together we shall be taking you through the epic ride as far as sports is concerned. Yes, yesterday, Argentina superstar, arguably the greatest footballer of all time, Lionel Messi, won his 8th Ballon d'Or title. The Inter Miami star, who has officially been tagged the LM8 following his 8th Ballon d'Or trophy. And over the weekend, there were two sumptuous and historic fixtures that were played, the El Clasico as well as the Manchester derby. Real Madrid came from a goal down to defeat Barcelona 2-1, all thanks to Jude Bellingham's brace, and Manchester City recorded a resounding 3-0 victory over their city rivals in Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday. It was also a week where Eyimba Football Club, yes, the People's Elephants of Aba, were defeated and eliminated from the African Football League by Wydad Casablanca, and this subsequently means that Rivers United are the only NPFL club left in any of the competition in the continent. These are some of the stories making up the rounds as far as sports is concerned. So welcome, boy. Welcome to the show. Yes, yesterday, Lionel Messi, unsurprisingly, let me just say that because maybe we've already been, informed about the decision before the announcement yesterday that Lionel Messi will be crowned the Ballon d'Or winner of the 2023 year, and somewhat of not a surprise, just like I said earlier. So, do you see any surprise as regards to that from your own end?
Well, let me say good day to our viewers. It's good to be back on the show again. Good to be back on the beat. Well, I think for Messi, fine, there was uproar when the information was leaked last week that he has already, let me say, won his 8th award, as in the Ballon d'Or award. Well, to me, I think he really deserved it. Going by his form at the last World Cup in Qatar, he single-handedly won the World Cup for the La Albiceleste of Argentina. So I think it was fine, and Lionel did well for Manchester City too, but the World Cup is the greatest football competition in the world, and for an individual to carry a whole nation, a whole team, to win the title, I think it was a befitting honor for Messi yesterday on Monday night in France.
Yes, so now, is he capable of landing another Ballon d'Or title, going by this form of his?
Well, I think it's a bit difficult. For the past decade and or so, we witnessed the rivalry between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. The two of them have left the big stage, that is Europe, for Saudi Arabia and United States of America. There's no World Cup next year, so we are moving into a new era where the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and the rest can come onto the stage. I think we have a new winner next year.
Yeah, that's according to Boy said that we have a new Ballon d'Or winner next year. That's the 2024 Ballon d'Or ceremony. So leaving that aside, over the weekend, the El Clasico was actually played between, of course, Real Madrid and Barcelona. And let me just say, Barcelona were actually up for the game. Throughout, the first 70 minutes was actually all Barcelona. Until when Real Madrid, became the Real Madrid of 2 seasons ago, coming out from the dead and to play and win the game. And Jude Bellingham, unsurprisingly, let me just put it that way, struck 2 goals, against Barcelona. So, what's your thoughts as regards to the game on Saturday?
I think it was an exciting game. Football lovers around the world, the neutrals, they really enjoyed the game. Real Madrid really came out smoking, just like you said, towards the end of the game. And thanks to Jude Bellingham, he continued his fine form for Carlo Ancelotti's side. I think he gave them victory in the game. It was a tough game, no doubt, but you know, Madrid derby, you always look forward to an exciting action. It really lived up to expectation, in my own opinion.
Yes, and the Manchester derby also, you know, 3-0 at Old Trafford. Was it a shocking result?
Well, it wasn't a shocking result. Going by, if you look at the quality of players on both sides, fine football at times, what you have on paper on match day it might be really different. But going by Manchester City, the way they've been playing this season, they've not been really consistent. Onana in goal, the midfield, the attack. I think Manchester City really came to the party on Sunday, and they really deserve to beat their neighbors.
Yeah, because for me, you know, whenever derby games are to be played, you know, there's usually a saying that forms are usually thrown out of the window. So I was a little bit surprised by the scoreline, although I thought from my own perspective that Manchester City are going to win, but with that scoreline, I think that's actually way too much from my own end here, to be honest with you.
I believe my Manchester United fan, they really have to thank Onana. Yes. Because he made a lot of good saves in the game.
It would have been much more than that.
The scoreline to be a little bit more respectable.
Yes.
So fine, I wasn't there. I always look forward to the fact that Man United, even if they're not in form, anytime they're up against Manchester City, they always find that motivation to do well. But
exactly,
we didn't see that on Sunday.
Yes. So now the inaugural African Football League with Enyimba Football Club, you know, paired against Wydad Casablanca of Morocco, and you know they were actually defeated 4 goals to 0 across 2 legs. You know, we're really surprised by the scoreline, going by the fact that Enyimba were actually the defending champions of the NPFL, and against the Moroccan side that have enough quality, although you would not really fancy their chances of qualifying against Casablanca with that. And but this is football, anything can happen. But to be honest with you, the 4-0 scoreline or 4-0 results here is somewhat of like, let me just keep the words. Let me just keep the words into the mind. So what do you have to say as regards to that?
I think looking at the first leg, well, probably because they were playing at home, Enyimba did well in the first leg. The Wydad dominated the opening few minutes of the game. Enyimba came back stronger, but they missed a lot of scoring chances. Well, Nigerian football at the club level, we still have a long way to go compared to the North Africans, compared to Wydad Athletic, Esperance, Alali and the rest. So the second leg, I think losing some of their top players at the end of last season really affected Enyimba. Emeka Mbauma, the top scorer, the lead top scorer, left at the end of the season. They lost some key players to Rivers United too. So they have a lot of young guys in the team. But overall, it has been a disappointing campaign for Nigerian club side on the continent this season. Enyimba lost out to Al-Ahly of Libya in the second round of the CAF Champions League. Same for Remo Stars and Bede Insurance. We only have Rivers United as the only team on the continent now. So it's been a disappointing, and I believe we need to go back to the drawing board. Look at what makes Enyimba stronger then when they dominated the continent. They won 2 back-to-back CAF Champions League titles in the early 2000s. So we need to go back. You see Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, they are already doing well on the continent. So I think it's been a disappointing campaign so far for Nigerian clubs on the continent.
Yes, it's been a very disappointing campaign for the NPFL clubs, and we believe and hope that the future will be better for these sites. And viewers, we've come to the end of this week's edition. We'll see same time next week. Bye for now.